Hey, first graders. Welcome to your next lesson. This is our literacy lesson. The time of the day that this is after star group. So if you can think of it that way with spelling words, that's what we're going to be doing right now. So our spelling words are brand new this week. And while you're at home, the place that you can find your spelling words is going to be on the very top of your weekly schedule. So remember, you have your daily schedule on one side. There it is. And your weekly schedule on the other side. And that's where your spelling words will be. So when you go to practice those spelling words with your chalk or your wiki sticks or anything else, that's where you'll find your words, okay? So this week's words focuses on the s sound and the z sound and ways that we spell those sounds. So there are 4 ways to make the s sound. Do you remember those 4 ways? Think about them. Here we go. So here are our spellings for s, which will be our spelling words this week. We have the S that makes the s sound, like in sun. We have the C that makes the s sound, like in scent. We have the SS that makes the s sound, like in kiss. Oh, gross, Miss Darcy. And we have the CE that makes the s sound, like in prince, because that E is not magic, is it, right? Because it's not making the I say its name. It's not prince. That's just weird. It's prince. So the CE is making the s sound. Then the rest of our words are ways that we make the z sound. And how do we make the z sound? Well, one way that makes the z sound is the Z, right? Like in zip. Another way we can make the z sound is ZZ, like in jazz. And the last way we can make the z sound is S, like in pigs. It's not pigs. That doesn't sound right. It's pigs. That S sounds like a Z, but it's an S, but it's still the Z sound. So those are your spelling words. Then we have, of course, our tricky word, which this week is here, as in right here. Let's arm tap here. Are we ready? Hold that hand out. Let's arm tap it. H-E-R-E, here. H-E-R-E, here. H-E-R-E, here. If you're bored, just walk around going H-E-R-E, here. Your mom and dad be like, what are you doing? I'm practicing my tricky word here. Arm tap it. All right. All right, first graders, you have some workbook pages to do. The first workbook page you're going to do is 6.2, which should be on page 25. So on this page, you are going to be distinguishing between that C, whether it's saying the S or the K sound. Remember that tricky spelling C right there. It can sometimes say S and it can sometimes say K. So the directions are you are going to color the boxes that have the C making the K sound like in cat. You're going to color them one color. You get to pick. So if the C makes the K sound, color it one color. And then if it makes the S sound, then you are going to color it another color. So if the C makes the K sound, one color. If the C makes the S sound, you'll color it a different color and see what beautiful thing you come up with. All right, when you have finished 6.2, you'll turn to the next page and you are going to tear this page out and cut out the words. That's the first thing you're going to do. Just tear this one page out and cut out the words. Do that right now. Pause the video and cut them. All right, once you have those all cut out, you are going to paste them or glue them onto this next page. So you're going to sort the word cards by their spellings for S and stick them in the boxes. So for instance, if the S sound is made with the C, you'll put it under here. If it's made with the CE, you'll put it under here. Remember, like Prince would have been in this column. If the S sound is made with the SE, then you'll put it in this column. All right, let me know if you have any questions on that one. And you can pause the video till you finish. Or, as always, you can always watch the entire video as well and then go back and do this. All right, good job, first graders. For the rest of the workbook pages for today, you are going to be reading a story in your reader. Let me grab a reader. I'll be right back. Here's our reader. It's a brand new reader, boys and girls. Our reader is called Grace, and it's about Miss Grace. There she is right there. Grace lives on a farm, and she's going to be taking you on adventures around the farm and around the whole country. You'll notice in Grace's name that we have the S sound. Is the S sound spelled with a C or the C-E? What do you think? It's spelled with a C, isn't it? It looks maybe like the C-E, but that E is working with the A to make the A say its name, Grace. So since the A is saying its name with that magic E, that C is the S sound. All right, we are going to start out with a story called Mr. Spencer and the Rabbits. You can find what page that story is on by looking in your table of contents. Put your finger over. I really need to paint my fingernails. I'm so sorry. You can scroll your finger over and find that it is on page 2. Bam! I am on page 2. Remember when you're reading that those sounds that we're currently working on in class, like the S sound, will be bold for you, so a darker color. So you'll see that her name, Grace, the C is is bolded because that's the sound that's making the S. If it was the C-E, it would be bolded for you, but it's just that C. So that tells you that that's the letter making that sound. I'm going to let you read this on your own or with a parent, but first I want to let you know some words that you are going to see in the book, and I think I'll turn this around so you can see. All right, here we go. So you'll see that we have 3 different ways to make this sound while we're reading this reader. We have the C that makes the S sound, like in Grace, Spencer, nice, and raced on this side. We have the C-E that'll make the S sound like in fence and force. And we have the S-E that will make the S sound like in farmhouse, squeezed it in, and else. We'll also see our old sound that we love so much, the A-R that says R, right? A pirates. Wait, what is our song again? The pirates all say R, 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 and it's made by A-R. Lovely, Miss Darcy. So we have AR like in farm and garden and harvest. There's that AR. All right, when you're done reading Mr. Spencer and the Rabbits, you have workbook page 6.4, or workbook 6.4, which is on page 31, and make sure to do the back side as well. Make sure when you're answering the questions that you fill it in and put the page number where you found it. That tells me that you know how to find the answer back into the book. You have a question to answer here. Make sure you write with a complete sentence. Check your COPs. I know you guys are great at checking your COPs, capitals, organization like finger spacing, punctuation, and spelling. Remember, if you're not sure how to spell the word, it could be in the book. Sound it out and squiggly line it if you think you might be wrong. But you did your best, right? I love to see your squiggly lines. And then the back side has 2 more multiple choice. Make sure to put that page number. If you finish this and like me to take a look at it, you can send it to me on homeroom today, or you can send it at the end of the week or whenever you get it done. That'd be awesome. I can't wait to see your work, and I will see you guys for the next math lesson tomorrow. The core lesson is going to be taught by George Washington. So I hope you enjoy that. Goodbye. Air hugs.